sound like to me is that, like I said, the Democrats and the Republicans are all the same. But it it seems like to me that at some point the Republicans recognize, oh, listen, we don't need to fight over who control everything. No, whoever owns the most, it don't matter who's in control. That is the control, the monopoly. So guess what the Republicans did? They came in here and started buying up everything. While the Democrats are too busy worried about trying to run shit, they like, man, you can run all. Here you go. You can have it all you want to. I'm on all this shit now. You tell me what you're gonna do. Tell me what you're gonna do. You know what I'm saying? You gonna have to holler at me. In other words, you're gonna have to kiss the ring, man. Because I own it all, and I don't care what your laws and this, that, and third. I will put my knee on these people's neck. Now, what do you want to do?
All of us go put shit on y'all. The whole 1%.
Yeah.
All of us that got all the money, we got more money than 98% of y'all, 99%.
And we gonna choke something out. We gonna choke your ass out.
We'll choke y'all out.
Yeah.
They're playing with us.
Yeah. And that's their policy. That's why they don't care about no policy. They the one got the policy. Straight up, man. If we don't get what we want, exactly. If we don't get what we want, we gonna just either shut shit down or start choking shit out. Bottom line, and that's where we at right now, you know. And Republicans have gotten they've gotten a position so good as far as ownership to where that's the power. That's the power. So Democrats be like, well, man, we can't show them. Well, okay, we understand. All right, we get it. Okay, we with y'all too. But man, we can't show it like that. We can't show it like that because, man, if we do that, that's going to expose everybody. Republicans like, I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
This is where it is. Get in line.
Another demographic to them white people too, though. Like you said, they got the Democrats and Republicans. Like I say, the elite Democrats. So far, they in with them on the corporation. Then another thing that the Democrats is fighting right now with their racist tails is the abolitionists. We still got white people that's for freedom and all that. And we can't forget them. We got to keep it real around here. That's what's wrong with these people.
It's more of them. It really is.
Yeah,
because
it's real abolitionists.
There you go, man.
We know that for a fact.
That's why the Civil that's why the Civil War ended like it did, man. Straight up. You know what I'm saying? That's how Harriet Tubman was able to run the Underground Railroad, man.
Come on, man. They couldn't have did nothing without the abolitionists.
I'm telling you, man.
I mean, just keeping it real, you couldn't.
You can't.
Nigga.
Hey, they're going to be the ones that save this country, bro. Straight up, man.
Right.
It is. You know what I'm saying? Because they got the numbers. They just have the numbers. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that matters. That matters.
And if the blacks and the abolitionists get together, they can't outnumber us, bro.
That's the point. That's my point right there.
That's why they're trying to keep us so divided, because then you're going to have a little bit of essays that's on policy with us, no matter what. We don't hear about them or nothing, but it is them. But with all of us together, the little couple of Hispanics that is with these policies and things, looking at things like us, and the other, like I said, the abolitionists, and then you got the couple of Chinese people that might, you know, can't saying whatever it is. Added with them black folks and them white folks, them abolitionists, we outnumber them, bro.
Man, I'm gonna tell you like this, man. Put it like this. They understand that the immigrants are swingers anyway. And what I mean by swingers is they're like the swing state. Yeah, they're gonna swing. They're gonna swing whichever way they feel like it's gonna be beneficial for them. Period.
White.
It don't matter if it's white or if it's black or whoever it is. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah. They gonna
right
swing.
now it's white.
Right now it's white. You know, I'm telling you right now, the biggest fear these white folks got, man. That's why they trying to control. That they trying to force everything. You know what I'm saying? Because if they force it, well, then you ain't got no say. But if you have a choice, that's a problem. You know what I'm saying? They trying not to give you a choice no more. Because they know that these immigrants really don't give a fuck about America. They don't give a fuck about us over here. They not from the turf, bro. You're not from the set. From the turf. Yeah, you're not from the set. We can really start gangbanging on this USA international shit if we want to. Come on, man.
Yeah. We gonna say the turf, and we gonna be with all Americans because you heard
because we USA.
She's a Republican because of the fact that America, the beginning of America, is black and white, bro. Go back to the history of it. They wasn't talking about what they was doing to Mexicans and Chinese and shit.
Come on, man.
The beginning, this motherfucker's always been black and white.
In America. In America. That's all I'm saying. In America. You know. So when you start talking about, see, they've created this whole issue now because they've allowed all these immigrants to come in here, which I don't mind that. This is the thing. I don't mind immigrants coming in. I don't knock nobody for trying to get a better way of life. You know what I'm saying?
Legally.
Straight up, exactly, legally. But my thing is for you to come in here and be able to overcome me. As far as status wise, like, hold on, man, you've been able to get shots that I've never been able to get, and I live here. I'm from here. That's the issue I've always had. And then for the immigrants to come in and then start making it seem like they feel like they better than us now. That shit don't, And now you starting to act like the racist ass white man. I'm like, ain't this a bitch? I'm just saying
because we really live the American dream. We don't know what them blacks talking about. And like that woman said, because they ain't been through the history. We ain't did nothing to immigrants.
Yeah.
All we trying to do is get them up out of here. There ain't no history of doing nothing to the immigrants. It's the history of immigrants coming over here, taking money. It's a history of immigrants coming over here, killing American citizens.
And going back home. And going back home.
Yeah, and going back home. And we know this too. We know this like street level. And this is why black people should be, man, for real though. She was spitting that, bro. And then, like I said, we already been saying it, and other leaders in the black community, Claude Anderson and other black leaders have been saying this too.
Yeah.
But it seems like the majority of us just don't hear this. So when I hear a white woman say that I know is like racist in her views and stuff. She might say she don't. It's black people that they admire, like they always do.
Hey man, you know what? You know what? As a matter of fact, we're gonna run that back one quick second. Hold on 1 second. Here, I'm off his rewind this just a bit with Dennis Sperling and on his show, the Law and Legacy Network. Big ups to Dennis. But here we go.
Yeah.
Here we go. I'm gonna play it right now. Check it out.
No, I think civil rights are for blacks.
See, this is essentially the problem, and the Republicans
what have we done to the immigrants? We owe black people something. We have a legacy of slavery. Immigrants haven't even been in this country.
Fair use.
Why the Democrats are dropping the blacks and moving on to the Hispanics because they're large.
We owe the black Americans something. We don't owe immigrants anything. That means if you're an immigrant, you're black, you don't owe you a dime. We don't owe you nothing. Okay, you weren't here.
Just group of Hispanics now, but
the reason people are concerned about the words they use, the reason Americans care about civil rights, the reason we are sensitive to racism is for one issue and one issue only, and that is how black Americans were treated in this country.
Yes.
It is because of the legacy of slavery and Jim Crow.
So what she's saying is civil rights is for black people. Anybody who's benefited from DEI or set-asides, you weren't supposed to get that. All of that was for black people.
You see what I'm saying?
We don't owe y'all nothing. And then when you go on a little bit further, bro, let it play a little bit longer. She's going to come back on there, bro. I want you to hear this next little. It's kind of short once you get on there.
All right,
I want them to hear this.
All right.
Black Americans specifically. And now that we delineated, right? Now imagine I just want y'all to imagine in your minds. Y'all heard Dr. Claude Anderson earlier, right? What if we had delineated in the 1970s when these people first started showing up after the Hart-Celler Act? What if we said, no, you're black, but you're African black. We are black American. We are foundational black American, or as he said, we are native black Americans. You're not. Okay? What if we had done that? All those resources that these people siphoned off, that would have flowed back into the black community. Imagine how well off we'd be. Now, we're doing well now. Okay, 60% of black people are in the middle class, upper middle class, or rich. We got 1.7 million millionaires out of 445 million people. That's a lot. We're doing well for ourselves. We are one. If we were a nation of our own, we'd be in the top 20 nations. But the bottom line is, family, you know, we would be a lot better off if we didn't have all these people that have been using our things. Okay.
Do not compare Irish, you know, the new groups, they always get a little bad treatment. Do not compare that to.
You said new groups, new immigrants always get a little bad treatment. So if you came to this country or you're first generation, second, and you've experienced racism, it's nothing new. The Irish experienced it and they're white. The Italians definitely experienced it and they're white. The Polish experienced it and they're white. That's nothing new. Those are growing pains. But what we experience as foundational Black Americans is totally different. And so you can't equate it with that. Let's keep going.
How blacks are treated in this country. You don't get to piggyback on the black experience in America.
Boy, I mean, this is you know who this is. this little skinny white woman right here has some choice words. She is clearly on the right side of right when it comes to being right wing. Okay, but all right, she's speaking the truth.
Not get to do that just because you are a woman, an immigrant, gay, Hispanic. No, the rest of you can go F yourselves.
Oh. No. All right, let's listen to the little angry white woman speak some more. She's been saying it. Here's another one. She's talking about Kamala Harris.
Claim to be an American black. It's simply factual that she is not a foundational Black American. And again, that is why America has all of these.
I mean, clearly y'all heard her say FBA. It's not going anywhere. All of you people who keep trying to disavow what FBA is, you got Myron Gaines talking about, oh, FBA, that nonsense. No, it's doing exactly what we needed to do. It's delineating. You are a foreigner. You're a black dude from Somalia or Sudan or wherever you're from. You're not from here. You are a foreigner. You are not a foundational Black American, period. And, you know, it is what it is, and it's working. Somebody type FBA in the chat room.
Provisions like affirmative action and set aside.
Yeah. And I want you to keep in mind this.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, she might be going on. I didn't go that far though. I just thought, but you heard what you say just that far right quick. We'll let it play again. But what you think about that? What she just got through saying, bro?
I mean, man, it's deep because at the end right there, it was like Kamala Harris is the ultimate tether.
I mean, anybody that's in government that's not a foundational Black American, and they running and they marrying white people and all of that right there, bro. Yeah. They're the ultimate tether, bro.
I'm telling you, because they are winning. They are winning. Straight up, man. They are gaining. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Off of Black heritage, off of everything that was supposed to be given to Black people due to our suffering. See, this is a whole nother thing too. See, that be pissing me off about folk. Oh, well, y'all talking about Black folks supposed to get this. We supposed to get this. We supposed to. Hey, man, our people died, suffered.
She just told them.
Hey, man, we're still suffering. You know what I'm saying? When y'all come over here, y'all don't die. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't suffer like we've suffered for hundreds of years. This ain't nothing new, bro.
We set that standard too, though, bro. And we set that standard. Why is y'all ain't never gonna get done like that?
Ever.
Y'all ain't ever gonna get done like that. Yeah, it's gonna be a couple. You know what they say? Everybody done went through. It's gonna be some growing pains. We still going through bigger growing pains.
Yeah.
But the reason that the shit is what it is right now, and all the money that's owed, and all the money that's going to y'all, and all that right there on everything like that white racist woman just said, we owe Black Americans, foundational Black Americans. We don't owe nobody else nothing.
Yeah.
She said that.
And she was clear on it too.
Right.
And she was clear too. She was like, not the people, like you just said, not the people that came over here, you know what I'm saying? And you were Black and you came over here and you married somebody over here, a Black woman or somebody else, but because you Black and you came over here now, you're Black American. No, that's not the way that worked. That's not the way that worked. You know, and people are clearly trying to do that. For benefits. Straight up. Everybody benefiting off the black
Yeah.
man except the black man. That's crazy as hell to me, man. That's
No,
crazy.
but that's why I say we don't. But that's what I'm saying though. It happened systematically. Now we recognizing it. We got to just recognize that everything takes like time in real time. So I think that we're right on point, bro. Because we know that we supposed to be and where we supposed to be, just our soul and our spirit and stuff. But just in reality, kind of looking at it, I mean, me anyway, this is my opinion, just looking at slavery and how they had us down like that and how we got up out of that.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
So now we out of it. It ain't been that long really since black people been out of like, because we still ain't out of it, but I'm talking about just so far slavery, and even with the Jim Crow and the lynchings and the
No, I feel you,
massacres.
man. I feel you all the way. Yeah, I feel you all the way like that,
Mhm.
man. That's why I'm want to look up some numbers, man. The dentist kind of got me. He kind of caught me off guard when he said what he said about the growth of black people. I was like, hold on, man. Here, let me I said, I'm gonna have to look that one up, Dennis. I'm gonna have to rewind this video and listen to that again, because I was like, well, hold on, man. You making it seem like, and it sound like you're saying that black people are doing well in America right now. He
is. That's what he was saying, because we weighing our shit up on what we know we supposed to have, and we weighing it up on how much more money the white people got than us. But just what he was pointing out was that if we were our own nation with the money that we get, he said we'll be in the top 20 nations.
But yeah, okay, yeah.
He just saying it like that. But we know we ain't doing
I kind of took
it.
I kind of took it a little different. Yeah. Now that you reset it like that, yeah. I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that, because I mean, true enough. I mean, the numbers say that the output, as far as the numbers that black people spend every year, you know what I'm saying, is phenomenal. So that's letting you know that if you have your own infrastructure, that's gonna pour. Yeah, exactly. It's gonna pour back into your infrastructure. See, that's the thing, is all of that output that we have goes into their infrastructure. That's why we can't never have nothing.
We don't got no ownership.
None of that.
No ownership.
None.
As a whole, we don't got no ownership.
Yep.
That's all.
And then and then when you do the numbers and you look at the kick out,
bro,
as far as the spending versus the intake, you know what I'm saying? You're like, well, hold on, man.
Because we need to come up with this reconstruction. The black people is in reconstruction right now. That's what that is.
Well, I don't know. I don't know, man, because I think that in order for us to be in reconstruction, we would have to own some stuff.
The reason I say, yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I say, but still, we in reconstruction. We still got to get the money to try to build it and doing all that. I'm saying our movement is reconstruction. So because of the fact that, what black people are talking about right now and the things that black people want to do and the things that they destroy. So the only thing that black people could be, I mean, I ain't saying that we've been saying that, but I'm saying the way I look at it, I'm like, that's what we doing, whether we say it like that or not. Black people is in a reconstruction like type thing so far as getting black businesses again, but they done set laws against us and they done redlined and did all that, just like they did with these dudes. So now we got to fight that, but it's like, we in the future, so we can look back and see what they did wrong and what we can do and shit like that. And they know that. That's why they're attacking us so bad, bro.
Yeah, I think that I think that we're close to a reconstruction. I think that we're, that we're in the process of doing that, because what I believe has happened for sure is the awakening. The awakening is most definitely real. That's why they on this woke shit. Everybody talking about woke. You know what I'm saying? Because of the fact that no, that's real. Black folks is woke now. If we had never been woke before, we are woke now.
No, we was always woke.
I mean, me and you've always said yes, we have, because of the fact that goes way back to the ones that came before us. You know what I'm saying? That died and everything. But what I'm talking about now is the woke from the re-grooming. Because see, the reform is what came in and destroyed everything. That whole reform
Yeah, but
shit
I'm
instead
talking
of
about
and
so
instead
far as
and
like,
instead of the
but
revolution. You know what I'm saying? So the
but
reform, that's
the
the grooming part
definition
of
of
it.
woke never was definition of woke though still wouldn't like never change though because
No,
black
no, no,
people
no, no, no,
been
no,
like
no, 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 no. That's
recognizing
not
the
what I'm saying, bro.
injustices.
No, 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 no. I'm not saying that.
Oh no 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 no! I was just explaining what
They
I was
just,
saying though.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah.
all I'm saying. Like
Hey,
woke,
hey, they
we've
came
been like
through
woke.
that. No, that's been there this whole entire time. They came through with their
Mm-hmm.
reform shit and tried to put everybody to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
They did put everybody to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Straight up.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. So far, systematically,
Yeah.
yeah, you're right. I see
Systematically,
where it's been
they
going.
covered that whole
Yeah.
thing up, man. That's why people
Mm-hmm.
that's why when people
Mm-hmm.
start hearing about the real history of this country and what's really been going on, they be like, huh? That's not right.
Right.
Because they ain't never seen it. They
They
ain't
ain't
never
never
seen it.
seen it.
You know what I'm saying? And that's
They learned
crazy.
about their history in their country and shit.
That's how
Though.
you know. That's how, hey man, that's how you know some of this shit got to be some witchcraft shit going on too, man. Because for you to be able to control a motherfucker's mind like that,
Man,
that's something different, bro. That's something different, bro.
That's spell. That's spell.
Yeah, that's something different, man. I'm telling you, that's something different, man. Because we even recognize, damn, man, that was a bad motherfucker, man. Because even with us getting caught up in the gang culture like we did, man, and that shit was forced on us, man, we didn't even recognize that was a spell too. All of this shit, nigga, everything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Just cause. You know what I'm saying is the right man can print something up right now on me, nigga, and come deliver it to this door, nigga, that'll make my whole mood change, probably pack me out the house or whatever. It's just by them words and them field documents
Ain't
and
that
shit like
crazy?
that. You know
Ain't
what I'm
that crazy, bro?
saying?
That's crazy, man.
And that's the witchcraft, because if I'm up in there thinking evil, I'm gonna redline them right here. I'm gonna take this land right here. You know, we kind of extra'd out when we put it in movies and stuff, so far as the blood sucking and all that. But putting it in literal terms, that's exactly what they doing.
Right.
Blood sucking,
Right.
taking,
Right.
baggages. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I mean, they really doing it in real time. We just giving it to them and explaining it to them. In reality, they really doing all that. They really vampires, wolves,
Right.
and all that. Been taking people's what you say earlier? You said watch how much stuff we find if we go to, you know, if they was to give us our own stable.
We start, we start doing our own excavations and digging and whatnot, and all that kind of stuff like that. All of our agriculture stuff, start digging stuff up, man. We probably start finding all kind of precious materials and tapping into oil. And hey, man, we know for a fact that the whole keep away with the land is that. Because all this blank land and shit like that got all kind of resources up under the ground, bro. All of it. But if I'm blocking you from building on it, you will never know that. You will never know that. And I got it blocked over here to whereas I can use it to my discretion and my discretion only. So it's the great keep away. That's the whole thing about this money, man. They know if they give black folks any kind of money, it's over. It's a wrap. Straight up.
And too, they was letting them Chinese come off in Oklahoma and be buying all that land. I thought we didn't get along with Chinese, but y'all letting them come over and buy all the land. That's black people land.
And they
black
came and bought everything, nigga. That's what fucked y'all up. They were like, whoa. Oh, it's too late, nigga. Now hey, check. Hey, my friend. Hey, I got paperwork. I got paper now. I got paper. They reversed that shit on their ass. Yeah. They let Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? They came in here. No, y'all come in here. Y'all come on. They like, okay, we come in now. You know, they went in there and, man, looked real country. You know what I'm saying? They signed the deal. When they came back, they came and bought everything. Yeah, you wasn't expecting that part right there. Yeah. And they came in and they set up shop. And they were like, well, hold on, man. It's too many of them everywhere. Well, what? They over here too? No, they own that. Well, what? They got that too? Yeah, they bought all this shit. They used a white lady and a white dude and came in here and bought it all. Yeah, I'm telling you right now, Asians probably own a third of this motherfucking state now. I bullshit you not, bro. I bullshit you not. We need to look them numbers up, man. We need to look them numbers up. That's why they panicking like they panicking. That's why they panicking. Them numbers. Yeah,
you're right. We all about the numbers because the shit that we be seeing, bro, I ain't trying to say, cause I've been doing this my whole life. It's just that, bro, we can see what's coming is what I'm saying. Like we got this on record on we was talking about years ago, bro. And like right now it's getting famous. That's what
Yeah.
make me mad. Like I mean, and I'm hearing people that's professionals and real life journalists that we respect their work, but I'm saying that we already done said this.
Yep.
For
Why do you
real.
think, man? Why do you think property? Think about it like this. In 2009, an acre was about $5,000. You hear me?
Right. Mm-hmm.
In 2009, here, I'm gonna repeat myself. In 2009, I'm gonna say 2010, just to make the numbers even. In 2010, an acre of land was $5,000. I mean, in a good acre too, one is already cured and everything. Where if you want to just put a house on there right now, you could do it without having to remove a whole bunch of trees and this, that, and the third. Okay, five bands. You know what I'm saying? As of right now, in 2026, an acre of land is $50,000.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
50 G's, bro. Ask yourself, what the hell happened? What the hell happened from 2010 to 26? We only talking about, you know what I'm saying? What's that? 16 years?
When did it turn to 50? Like when did it start? Like when it was 5,000 in what you say 2009?
No. 2010. 2010. It was 5,000 acre.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. When did it actually hit like 50,000? Because I know Trump came up in office in 2016, 2015. The Republicans was trying to, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, I'm gonna tell you like this. It jumped like that in 2019. Well, why did it jump like that? Because that's when they legalized marijuana in Oklahoma. And guess what? The agents came through here and bought everything, nigga. They was buying up land like it was shoes. You know what I'm saying? And they looked up and like, hold on, man. These agents got all this land. Look all this land they got. I mean, thousands of acres. Not hundreds. Not hundreds. Thousands of acres in Oklahoma.
Like Asian spine and all this old type of shit.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just saying, what's all the hype about? Then Trump goes over to China and then he praising Xi, and then he's taking nothing but straight CEOs, all top businessmen of the United States over there.
Well, I know one thing.
All on taxpayer dollars.
I know one thing for sure, man, that they most definitely pull $1 billion out of Oklahoma. Straight up. These agents have pulled $1 billion out of Oklahoma for sure. And counting. And counting. You know what I'm saying? Because see, that's why they panicking, man. Because they're like, damn, they everywhere now. They own a lot of shit. Yeah, y'all sold it to them. You know what I'm saying? Trying to block us. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I got testimonies where I was trying to buy property, me and groups of people, me and other black people, me and my own family members trying to buy property and things all across Oklahoma City, man, and kept getting blocked. You know what I'm saying? Or get accepted to get to the table. They recognize who you are, and then all of a sudden the deal bust. I done seen it all, man. I done seen it all. You know what I'm saying? We got receipts and witnesses. That's how they do us, man. You know what I'm saying?
And that's what I was trying to tell Punch yesterday. I'm like, he trying to sit here. I mean, we didn't get on it deep, because we kind of both got over. I'm glad I did. But remember when he was talking about how we can get grants and all that, in which we know that's all true. We know that we could slide through the cracks, with the right type of, movements, extra. The whole point is we saying it's harder for
They block us. They block us on that.
Grants.
Yeah.
Than the white people. I'm going to just say it like that.
Man, put it like this, man. They got grants that they say that are specifically for us. Man, you fill out your paperwork and you can be flawless on your paperwork, man, and they find some kind of reason to deny your ass.
How many
Straight up.
people you know done got a grant from the government, bro? Like, just, I'm just saying, like,
I think, man, put it like this. Put it like this. I know a couple, but the ratio from the ones that have been denied versus the ones that have been accepted is unparalleled.
Exactly.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
It's crazy.
It's like 1,000 to 1, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real, nigga?
1,000 to 1.
1,000 to 1?
1,000 to 1. Yeah.
The fuck?
Yep. I believe that number. For real. 1,000 to 1. That's crazy.
Crazy, man.
Because we already
crazy
that the household median in Oklahoma ain't making nothing but $6,600.
Hey, man.
And they think you're supposed to take your $6,600 for a year and then don't want to give you no motherfucking EBT or nothing like that. They want people to eat off the bare minimum, but they couldn't eat off of it though. What is y'all talking about?
That they would never eat off of. But meanwhile, we know that their welfare is bullshit too, because of the fact that the majority of people on welfare is white folk. It is not black folk or Hispanic folk.
They ain't letting us on there no more. They done kicked everybody off.
And even when we was on there, the black folk and the Hispanics combined was still not bigger than the black folk of the white folks by themselves.
No, they wasn't.
But they want to say that it was the Hispanics and the black folks that was eating the system up and abusing the system.
They just didn't want those groups coming up because they know that we're smaller than them. So even though we got this many people on EBT, they feel like it's helping our community more. You know what I'm saying? That's how they look at it.
Well, yeah, I agree with you on that. And I'm gonna tell you, and add to that, I'm gonna add to this right here. See, you got to recognize the real hate and the why. That the hate and the why. You know what I'm saying? Because that's a factor. Think about it, man. Think about it. If you allow 3 nationalities to have a model, all right? If you give them 3, I'm gonna say the white man, the Hispanics, and the blacks. Okay. If you give them one model, and tell them, hey man, y'all put this together. And then we want to see whose model is going to be the best. I'm going to tell you like this. 2 out of 3 is going to be, the 2 out of 3 is going to be black and Hispanic. I'm just saying. Because we are creators, man. We builders, we creators, man. You know what I'm saying? We always have been. Always have been.
That's why they don't want us working together.
Exactly. And it's going to be some shit you ain't never seen before. Like, what the hell? They did this. Look what they did over on this. Yeah, see that part right there. That is frightening to them. That is frightening. They are, oh my goodness, that's frightening. That's frightening because if they have their own infrastructure over here, if they have their own infrastructure, yeah, for real, man. If the Hispanics have their own infrastructure over here, and they black folks have their own infrastructure over here, man, that's bumping the white. They like, man, they trying to bump us out the process.
That's why they want to keep us divided when we so much alike, though. They like, man, we can't let them get voting power where all the blacks and all the essays and the Hispanics are voting the same.
Yeah, because they don't. Because quite as kept, man, the blacks and Hispanics are not too much different, man. They really not. You know what I'm saying?
No,
you know what I'm saying? Because they think alike, and they are very spiritual people. You know what I'm saying? That's why they so close. You know what I'm saying? And tight. You know, everything with white folks is transactional. You know what I'm saying? They kill each other every day. Blacks and Hispanics is not like that, man. You know what I'm saying? No, they try to lift each other up. Straight up. And they like, man, we can't let those two spiritual combinations come together, man, because that's gonna push us all the way out. But see, that's the whole problem. We don't give a fuck about y'all like that. That's where y'all got it all twisted up. Y'all trying to sell it to everybody else when that's not the truth. You know what I'm saying? No, we don't care about y'all like that to whereas we feel like we gonna stump y'all out. No, we just want our fair issue, bro. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
We want to
That's it.
live. We don't want to fucking exist. We want to live just like every fucking body else. And the brown people feel the same fucking way. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And how y'all got us beefing is y'all try to force us to whereas y'all try to make the brown and the black feel like the only way they can really come up is through drugs and guns. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. And so they started putting us in the same neighborhood.
Exactly. And then flood it. And then flood it with it. And then flood it with it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And then try to make us self-destruct type shit. No, man, we way above that now. We get it.
And
we understand that part.
They had, it made it to where they were kind of like over us in the drug game too, though. Like letting them do it, the CIA
Come on, man.
and all of that, made it to where we was buying it from them and,
there it is.
All of that. And
there it is.
We the ones that break it down and do the street level shit. You know
there
what
it
I'm
is.
saying?
There it is, man.
Mm-hmm.
And then what that does, that takes all our credibility away. You can't come to office talking about you want to come and talk about you want to do this for the people, and you got a drug you got a drug jacket on you, or you got a murder jacket on you. You know what I'm saying? You got a jacket on you. You know what I'm saying? See, that takes your credibility away. You can't. That in other words, you can't even have no representation no more. You're non-violent.
Mm-hmm.
You're non-valid.
Mm-hmm.
Straight.
And then I think, bro, since we just been talking about this, I'm like, man, the government be hollering at the cartel so that way that the street level people probably won't never get along because they in Mexico giving them shot calls. You feel what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And they don't care about black people because they in Mexico. So even though it's some essays that's close to black people here because we know we all in America, the call so far is with the the cartel and how they run they stuff. They can call that from Mexico.
Yeah.
And they keep the street level stuff just continuously going. To me, I think that's something that they looked at back then.
Yeah, true that. But I'm gonna tell you, man, Hispanics don't have a real problem with black folks. You know, they really don't. They really don't. All that shit is behind drugs, nigga.
And money, yeah.
It's all been behind drugs and money. That's where the beef came in at. You know what I'm saying? And they understood that part. They understood that part. They said if we can get them beefing like this, well then that would tear at the fabric. You know what I'm saying? To whereas they won't never really come together because they're gonna feel like the one's gonna be shiesty than the other one, and one's gonna try to take something from the other. They created that doubt within the two nationalities, man, and it worked brilliantly. It really did. But now everybody waking up to that. They're like, whoa, hold on. I ain't never had a problem with Lupe them down here doing what they do. And they didn't came up. They didn't came up and did their thing and moved out. Ain't nobody been down there trying to rob them and this, that, and the third. And we know that they down there balling like a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Right. None of that type of shit. Everybody stayed in their lane. Now we came up over here. They see us. You know, now we just started kind of collaborating a little bit because of the fact that's how I came. I ain't gonna lie, bro. That's how I came to fuck up. Me and the essays did that shit. Straight up, man. Straight up, man.
Back then, they was up. They had the SA Connect.
Yeah, real shit, man. Came to fuck up, man. Out here doing these renovation on these houses and shit like that. Shit, and then putting other shit together how we need to put it together. And shit, man. After that, everybody went their own ways. That was the plan. And now, now to this day, we could call them and they'll fuck with us straight up.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is, even though that's why we got to get immigration under control, because every time new essays that's coming over here, Hispanics that's coming over here that ain't, been over here in the country. And when they get over here, they ain't been around blacks. So that's why we got to stop that and keep the ones that's been over here, that's really American, that's really Mexican American. You feel what I'm saying? The real ones, you know what I'm saying? Because each time you keep letting immigrants come over here like illegally or whatever, they see how them Venezuelans came over here. They coming over here with their gangs, taking over neighborhoods, getting deep. They don't like niggas, but the essays that's been here, we already got an understanding of shit. But these new ones that's coming over here,
the immigrants, the immigrants most definitely changed the narrative because of the fact that, like you said, the norm has been broken. Yeah, the norm has been broken. Yeah.
Right.
Real shit. Yeah, that's real.
We just And then, like I said, they all be together when they say Hispanic, but then when it really come down to it, they Guatemalan, Panamanian, Dominican, Mexican, wooty whoop. Some of them is Spanish and native, and then some of them is all native and just lived in Mexico and stayed over there, and then they come into America. They don't got no Spanish in them, but they speak Spanish though. You feel what I'm saying? It's like
Okay, yeah.
different ones of them.
Okay,
And
okay.
the Spanish that the Spaniards kind of like mixed with, they think they better than just the regular all indigenous ones.
Okay,
You know?
okay.
They think they more to the Europeans. That's why they take more to the Europeans and stuff. You know? Yeah, it's different Mexicans and stuff. It's some of them that's straight indigenous, them dark ones and stuff like that, but they still in Mexico, you know, and they speak Spanish. But if you ran their bloodline, they don't got no Spanish. They don't got no like real Spanish bloodline in them. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. I know one thing, man. Once black and brown get together for real, man, I'm telling you, it's gonna change. It's gonna change the whole outlook of the United States, man. I'm telling you, it really is, because of the fact that black and brown need real infrastructure here in the States, and we got to create it. You know what I'm saying? Now we know what we done been through, but now we got to start creating solutions on where we need to get to. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, for real, man. Because I mean, we really need to start really, you know, supporting each other's communities, you know, and keeping the money close, because that's how you do it. That's how you do it, man. I mean, put it like this. There's no reason how the Hispanics and the blacks can kick out $2 or $3 trillion a year and not have anything to put that money back into. That's the game. You know what I'm saying? We having to scrape up all that money in order just to live. They charging us to live here. You know what I'm saying? When everybody else is living the American dream, but they're charging us to live. Straight up. They're charging us out the wazoo to live here. That's why we can't never get ahead. We got to constantly keep spending and finding ways to spend because of the fact that our groceries are more expensive. Everything's more expensive. Everything is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The Walmarts, the Targets, the Targets, all the convenience stores in the predominantly Hispanic and black areas, they are 20-30% markup prices on everything. You go out to the real suburban areas, you know what I'm saying? Out that way, they look at you crazy when you up in there, but man, you start looking at them prices, and them prices are different. And I've had a store manager tell me that. Yeah, you didn't know that? Cause I brought it to their attention one time. I said, hey man, how is this over here? Okay, it was $80. It was $80 over there, but I came over here and this mug is $53. Oh well, you know, in the high traffic areas, everything's marked up. You know, 30 to 40% extra on y'all.
Yeah.
And that right there is by design.
Yeah.
I said, yeah, that's cold-blooded, man. I mean, shit. I mean, we got to figure out how we got to change this grooming and get our mindset back on trying to spend black and build black. You know what I'm saying? We got to come up with it, man. We got to come up with it. You know, we got enough people in those positions in order to make that happen. We really do. Because, you know, I was hearing Master P say that, you know, him and Snoop Dogg have been having an issue with getting their food products in places like Walmart, you know, the grocery stores, you know, Walmart, Crest, you know, all the big food chains, man. You know,
Yeah.
they having a hard time getting shelf space. In other words, so we know that's a monopoly. You know, depending on who you are and depending on your nationality, you may not get no shelf space on none of these grocery stores because of the fact that we are telling we're telling everybody who can and who can't go.
Right.
Who can and who can't eat. No, we don't like y'all, so no, y'all can't get in here. So I was saying to myself, why are we fighting with these big chains on getting shelf space when if we got the money like that, why come we don't create our own stores, bro?
Why? Why they, you know, and why they don't?
Yeah. What? I mean, we could have our own building where you got all of the Rap Snacks off in there, or all of the Master P food products in there, all the Snoop Dogg, Snoop Dogg,
Black.
everything black, man. Everything black, man.
Yeah.
Just everything black.
Mm-hmm.
What is stopping us from doing that? I don't hear
And
that. I don't hear that nowhere.
Call it FBA too, Food Banking Association. You know what I'm saying? Alliance or something, whatever. You know
Man, hey, man, hey,
Yeah.
I'm okay with whatever we call it, but why are we not doing that though? See, I think that we've been so grown.
The people with the money, we would do it.
Hey man, we grew. Hey man, hey. Okay, well then, if that's the case, there it is. Man, we in trouble then, because that means that the gatekeepers are the ones that's slowing that process.
I mean, come on, what else could it be, bro? Like you said, why we ain't got our own?
Why
y'all? And then I'm asking, like, even them though. I'm just saying though, because y'all got like 400 million and stuff like that. It's little stuff.
Piece.
You can take $1 million.
A piece.
You can take 1 million of your money and go start a grocery store somewhere nice and make some money. You know what I'm saying, in the black community in one of them big cities. Like,
I'm telling you right now, man. I've made an investment. And if I get it, hey man, you let me get my hands on $1 million to $2. I'm telling you right now, you know what I'm saying? I'm doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't see where we could lose at. You know what I'm saying? I don't.
You can't lose, bro. You're gonna ball out of control. Listen, you're gonna get everything, like you said, all of that, like you said, and then everything is like black up in there so far.
Hey
as
man,
like
we got black farmers. We got black farmers and everything, man. Put all their food in there, man.
Mm-hmm.
We got the beef, we got the pork, we got the chicken, we got we got black farmers, man.
All the black candy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. For real. With all the black candy, for real.
Come on.
A lot of people got black candy and cotton candy. Black people make everything.
What is holding us back, man? What's holding us back? I really think that the community will be excited about something like that.
They would be, bro.
I think they would be.
You said, we'd name it. Yeah, it'll be something different. We would name it something different because it got to be something real catchy.
So in other words, for that to be a block on that, we got to go deeper then. We got to dig a little deeper, because of the fact that what that's telling me then, if that has not been done and nobody is even talking about it, it has to be something to do with the product. It has to be something to do with that, man. To whereas the material that it takes in order for you, you know what I'm saying, to create the product. In other words, like it all starts back with the farmers. You know what I'm saying? What a bag of feed would probably be 3 times as much for a black farmer than it would be a white farmer. Obviously, something's going on with there. In other words, it seems like to me that's what would start happening.
All right.
Because right now, I'm thinking they're saying, hey man, we'll keep these prices real down and low as long as you don't start acting like you trying to do something on your own. See, that's how I'm starting to feel. Like, okay, you trying to do your own thing now? Okay, well, it was $20, but now it's $85.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. Since you want to be a big dog, well then be a big dog then. I think that kind of extortion and corruption is going on. It gotta be. It has to be some. It has to be something to that magnitude. Yeah, it has to be something to that magnitude. To whereas, see that's the new. All that is space age whipping. That's whipping you with them lashes. Like ow, damn it! I told you no. Now do it again. Do it again. Okay. All right. Bro, don't hit me no more.
Because they know that white people is gonna be all up in there shopping and shit too, bro. They know that. They like, man, these niggas finna get money. And you got an all-black grocery store? You think they ain't coming?
Right.
They gonna be up in there because I'm gonna have somebody set up in there that sell barbecue. It's barbecue up in there where you come get you like a chopped barbecue beef sandwich with a rib.
It's so much. It's so much you can do with it. It's so much you can do with it. And then on top of that, man, you know, black people are really healthy anyway. You know, the thing. See, they try to make it seem like black people are unhealthy. No, y'all push unhealthy tactics on us. You know what I'm saying? We was forced with shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And what I mean by that is the food that we've been provided whenever we were needing assistance and things of that nature, all the processed goods, you know, all the GMO products, you know, I mean, you name it. Everything they was giving us was filled up with something other than what it was supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? They was giving us all kind of bullshit and poison. And yeah, that's what gave us bad health. You know, we've always practiced good health. That's why the black body and the black men, the black woman's bodies were so phenomenal. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we're specimens. We're specimens, man. That's why they hate us, because of the fact that you get a black man and you get a black woman and you just feed them right. You know what I'm saying? Let them be able to have access to all the things they need in order to do well. That's a specimen. Yeah. Like, woo, we can't have too many of these right here, because, man, look at them. Look at them.
Yeah.
That is beautiful. The man and the woman. Beautiful. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They can't stand that right there. We got to keep that broke up. Yeah, because that's going to take over. That's going to, you know what I'm saying? Shit. Well-groomed men, shit. Nice fit, our bodies, you know what I'm saying? We hung, shit. They can't stand that shit.
I can't believe, like you said though, like it's another thing too. Like, so far as even with sports, bro, sometimes I be looking at them and how to, like, them sports agencies be trying to treat people and stuff, and I'm like, why ain't all the black superstars, and I know everybody got at least 1 million, and it's a lot of them from old school on up, and, you know, got big, you know, influence and shit. Why they wouldn't start a league?
Yeah, because because everybody know the powers that be is gonna block you. This goes back to the point that we're talking about right now. You know what I'm saying? What can we do to better our people, better ourselves, to get ahead of this curve that we can't never get ahead of? Yeah, that curve was designed for it to be there all the time. You ain't never supposed to get ahead of that.
Yeah. Right.
You know what I'm saying? But we got to figure out ways to do that, man. We got to figure out ways to do that because, you know, I mean, we still here, we still living, and our Gen X got to do it. If Gen X don't do it, it ain't happening, man. Because they have already made Gen Z submissive to the internet, man, to technology. Mm-hmm. Them kids trip out whenever they don't get their internet or their Wi-Fi. They lose it. They lose it. That's a real drug, man. They done figured it out. Yeah. They say, oh, we ain't got to put them on drugs, nigga. This internet is the dope. That's the dope.
Yeah, it is.
Turn that motherfucker off and watch and check them out. Yeah. What? Turn it back on. Oh, okay. Yeah, we good now. We good. Oh, that's it. Yeah, see, they figured that out a long time ago.
Yeah,
Yep.
you did.
Yeah,
Long
see,
time
you can't get us with that. We'll tell you to take your technology and shove it up your ass, man. We good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we good on that.
Yeah, we good
didn't
on
come
that.
up off that.
Yeah, we didn't come up
We
off
was
that.
making technology.
You hear me?
Yeah, we didn't come. We was making. Our generation was making the technology, coming up with the ideas for the like. Our generation's ideas is what's going on today.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Absolutely.
for real.
Absolutely. You know, we got to figure it out, though, man. We got to figure out, man. We got to figure this thing out, man. For real. Because it's too much money out here, man, to whereas we not tapped in. Man, how can we not be tapped? Man, these numbers, man.
Right.
That's why I lose sleep every night, man. I lose sleep every night, man, because I don't understand how we can't be tapped in to at least 1% of the 1%.
And then, bro,
We're not even
another
tapped into
thing
that,
I've
bro.
been
That's
seeing
crazy.
as a trend that's been going on. Not to get off subject, but I just thought about a trend that's been going on. You see where like at the Arcadia Lake here in Arcadia at that lake that's shooting.
Yeah.
You know they done arrested like 9 of our, like you said, long time ago. You was like, man, we got to get them. They trying to get our kids. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, they got 9 of these kids, right? So you telling me didn't nobody start shooting back because somebody was shooting at them? I'm just saying, y'all make like everybody was just shooting up. If all of them had guns, y'all said they were shooting. What about the people that were shooting to protect themselves?
Yeah, and then
What about
then on top of that, I mean, if it was that much shooting, you know what I'm saying? Why come it wasn't just why was it just one person injured?
Exactly. And where's these 2? And it's probably more than that because now that 3, that girl that was in Florida, and they had these 2 black boys come up there when they was with their white friends.
Oh yeah, we tell hey man,
2 of them.
hey man, we put it like this: a memo went out week before last about man, do not let your kid go with big groups and he's the only black kid or it's only a few of them because they said, and I'm telling you, man, they said that it's been a rumor going around that we have become sacrificial lambs. Straight up, man. People are practicing real dark arts right now, and then in other words, people are having to do weird ass shit to become parts of these quote unquote elite groups, man.
Yeah. Weird.
They have to do weird ass shit, man.
Weird.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So
we wouldn't let them hang around us.
Yeah. Yeah, man. So yeah, we not man, right now, these cats is on their evil shit right now, man. And we need to really be protecting ours. They really on their evil shit right now, man. They really are. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. All these ICE facilities. Nah, bro. Them ICE facilities are new concentration camps they plan on filling up with people. And we talking about regular civilians right here in the United States.
What about them data centers too, where they trying to put them by black people and shit like that, where the water be contaminated and be, killing people?
Oh yeah, that's no different than the landfills, man. That's no different than the landfills. Of course, they're gonna do that. Put it like this: this is how they look at it. They put all of their trash together. You know what I'm saying? And that's how they look at us. We trash. So y'all gonna have to live over there too, because we don't want y'all living over here next to us. And that's just the way they look at it, man. That's why they call it redlining. You gotta remember, bro, all the landfills and shit is outside of the redlining. The landfills are not inside of the redlining.
Wow.
The landfills on the other side of the red line. You're like, well, I'll be damn. Ain't that a bitch? The landfills is on our side of the red line. You damn sure right it is. Look at it. Just look at it. Look at it.
All right, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, on our side of the red lining, but on some land that they own back there. But the
Bottom
shit
line.
still coming through this part.
Bottom
Yeah,
line.
that's how they do that. Like you said.
Bottom line, man. Shit,
That's
one
cold.
hey man, one landfill is over there on the south side next to the blacks and Hispanics. The other one is over there next to the blacks over there in Spencer.
Mm-hmm.
It's it. That's it. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. They've been doing it like you said. They've been redlining and redistricting and putting shit over there where them niggas at.
Yeah.
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 And if you gotta live over there, then you ain't got enough money to really be white, so we don't care about you either. You know what I'm saying?
Man, we keeping all the trash far away from us, man.
Yeah.
You know, as far as possible. Let me say that. Because we know it is getting a little tight, you know what I'm saying? But we still keeping everything far as possible.
I mean, I would do that. So let's keep that shit far away from me.
That's just how they looking at us. They looking at us as we the trash. I
Right.
agree. I agree about keeping the trash far away from us. But damn, I didn't think you were gonna put a nationality in that category. You know what I'm saying?
No, we wouldn't put no nationality in it. You know, it's just I feel like they train a thought from, you know, just the way that it did happen. Like so far as them keeping us away from so far as communities and stuff like that, and then they just go ahead, like you said, and started putting shit over there, like keep the trash away from us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, we got it, man. You know, one thing we got to do, man, we got to figure out how to come up with some some solutions to where we can make this better for us. And they know we in the process of doing it. They know that. You know what I'm saying? That's why that's why they blocking the hell out of us. That's why we're being blocked over and over and over and over. You know what I'm saying? And shit, Oklahoma should be the model for the country because they straight up just came and took everything in Oklahoma. Straight up. They straight up took everything. You know what I'm saying? Strong arm black folks, man, murdered, raped, killed. I mean, put in jail. I mean, Oklahoma's history it has to be top 5 as far as darkness in this country. It got to be top 5. Got to be. Black Wall Street got to be top 5. It got to be.
5.
Yeah. You know
and
what I'm saying?
A lot of black history too.
That's
a lot of American history.
That's what I'm saying.
All of that.
That's what I'm saying. And that's what I mean by top 5 because of the fact that Black Wall Street was one of many of black infrastructures that was destroyed by white people because of the fact that it was doing so well. It was doing so well, so they had to come and take it all and then burn the building down. You know what I'm saying? Because that's exactly what they did. I mean, how can you get authority to just wake up one morning and then run up into a black business and just shoot them in the face? Kill them right on the spot.
Killed hundreds of black people and burnt down they stuff off in Tulsa.
Yeah.
And the other place too.
Yeah.
You know?
Yes.
Just killing communities and whole communities of people, man.
Whole communities, man. Whole communities, man.
Yeah.
Hundreds.
They
Because
did that in the United States.
Yeah, because you got to remember, man, our numbers wasn't that big back then. You know what I'm saying? We had some decent numbers, but our numbers wasn't as big as they are now. You know what I'm saying? Because of the fact that black people were just now starting to grow. You know what I'm saying? They were just now starting to grow. So to me, I feel like that was a part of suppression as well. Not only are we gonna take all this shit, but we're gonna knock their numbers down. You know what I'm saying? Knock them numbers down with this shit that's gonna be hard to bounce back from. And it's worked. It has worked. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's worked. We want them to be submissive to us. We do not want them having their own infrastructure. They can't do it. You know what I'm saying? If they do that, man, it's gonna hurt our business big time. Yeah, see, we've never needed the white man. Never, ever. We've never needed the white man. We were forced. You know what I'm saying? Enslaved. So my thing is this is where do we get back to where we was before all of this? Because to me, I'm starting to ask myself, do we have to really fight? Is it gonna have to be a real war in order for us to be able to live a decent life moving forward?
So I think so. Even after we get the infrastructure and stuff planned up and got everything that we want to do and policies and all that, I really do. Think that it would have to be a war before
they gonna come. They coming again, ain't they? They coming again, ain't they? They coming again, ain't they?
Yeah, bro.
They coming again,
bro.
They coming again.
Yeah.
They coming again, man. We got to figure this out, bro, man. We got to stay on top of it, man. We got to stay on top of this, man, and keep talking and trying to find solutions on ways that we can help our black people, man, get out of this hole we in, because it's a way out. It's a way out.